What's the secret of keeping cancer not from becoming a disease? What we eat can not only make us healthier, but it can even be a matter of life and death. And cancer researchers are now discovering just how powerful our foods can be.
Today, we are excited to share insights from Dr. William Li, a renowned physician, scientist, and author devoted to exploring food's impact on disease prevention. Dr. Li has led approved clinical trials and published groundbreaking research that has transformed our understanding of how diet can be used to fight diseases. He has been featured on TED Talks and CNN, and millions trust his expertise.
There's been a lot learned about cancer in the last couple of decades, and now we understand cancer a lot better.
Based on Dr. Li's extensive research, here are the top foods that can significantly enhance your health and help beat cancer. Number 1, blueberries.
Blueberries contain bioactives. One of them is called anthocyanin. The other one's called proanthocyanin, and the one's called quercetin.
Blueberries are packed with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, that protect cells from damage and reduce inflammation. These compounds have been shown to inhibit cancer cell growth and prevent the formation of carcinogens.
Eating blueberries reduces inflammation. And the reason is that these bioactives, the anthocyanin, proanthocyanin, and quercetin, are powerful reducers of whole body inflammation. And we know that inflammation is responsible as a root cause of many chronic diseases. So it doesn't matter what you got. If you actually eat blueberries and reduce inflammation, that's actually going to be beneficial to your health and help you heal faster. They actually improve your immune defenses as well. And this is a really interesting one. Why do we want good immune defenses? Well, protects us from infection from the outside world, for example. But a really good immunity also protects us from cancer, because our immune system conducts surveillance throughout our body and looks for abnormal cells like cancer cells and wipes them right out.
What I would say is make sure you're not putting sugar on it, like added sugars. Like, enjoy really ripe seasonal foods. You can also get frozen blueberries. If they're flash frozen, they'll also contain the same nutrients.
Number 2, tomatoes.
Tomato has a natural bioactive compound called lycopene. Lycopene is anti-angiogenic. That's one of the first studies that I did. We put lycopene into the system, cut off the blood supply like gangbusters.
Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that has been linked to a reduced risk of prostate, lung, and stomach cancers.
So there was a study of more than 30,000 men called the Health Professionals Follow-Up Study that looked at prostate cancer and followed these men over 20-some years. And they wanted to find out what people are eating and who got prostate cancer. And they found something amazing. They found those men who ate 2 to 3 servings per week, 2 to 3 times a week, of cooked tomatoes had a 29% decrease, almost 30% decrease in the risk of having prostate cancer. And then for those men who wound up developing prostate cancer, when they actually did the biopsy of the cancer, looked under the microscope at the blood vessels feeding the cancer, it turns out that those men who ate more servings, 4 servings, 5 servings a week, 6 servings a week, even 7 servings a week, actually had fewer and fewer and fewer blood vessels. Their prostate cancers were less aggressive as well. And so eating tomatoes is an example of a food that can cut off the blood supply, anti-angiogenesis, in a disease like prostate cancer that have been studied in humans.
Cooking tomatoes enhances their lycopene content, making them even more beneficial. Number 3, broccoli.
So what's in a broccoli? It's called sulforaphanes. And that's what gives broccoli that unique taste of broccoli. It's a little sulfurous, okay? So the sulforaphanes. We've done research now looking at what's in the treetops. And it turns out that these sulforaphanes can starve cancer, anti-angiogenic,
Really?
help your body cut off the blood supply to cancer. Broccoli treetops have it. But guess what? The stalk of the broccoli has twice as much of the good stuff than the treetops.
Broccoli, a cruciferous vegetable, contains glucosinolates, which help to detoxify cancer-causing substances and inhibit the growth of cancer cells.
They did a study looking at people getting the flu shot, and they gave half the people a little shake made with broccoli sprouts, and the other group just got a placebo. And the people who got the broccoli sprout shake and the flu shot, their beneficial response of their immune system is 22 times higher.
It is especially effective in reducing the risk of colorectal and lung cancers. Broccoli also provides a wealth of vitamins and minerals that support overall health. Number 4, nuts and seeds.
I can tell you that other studies have similarly found that tree nuts can have tremendous benefits for the gut microbiome, which then helps your immune system fight cancer.
Nuts and seeds, such as almonds, walnuts, and flax seeds, are rich in healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants. They contain compounds that can slow the growth of cancer cells and reduce inflammation.
A study of 800 people with stage 3 colon cancer getting treatment with chemotherapy found that those patients who are eating 2 handfuls of tree nuts a week, almonds, pistachios, walnuts, cashews, macadamia, pine nuts, they actually had a 50% decrease in the risk of mortality. The fiber from the nuts feeds the microbiome, which improves immunity, which tips the scales against cancer.
Number 5. Green tea.
Green tea has catechins, natural polyphenols, that have been shown in virtually every single research study that's ever been done.
Green tea is packed with catechins, which are antioxidants that help prevent cell damage and reduce the formation of tumors.
Green tea actually has been lowered risk of colorectal cancer, particularly in women. And what's in a cup of green tea are these polyphenols, e.g. CG. And when you drink it, it gets in your bloodstream. Why? Because the blood vessels are carrying it. And now your blood vessels loaded with this cancer-starving stuff. These little tumors don't have a chance.
And actually help cancer patients also be a little bit more relaxed because it also lowers anxiety and lowers blood pressure. And green tea is just one of those beverages that I think that is a winner from almost any angle you can look at. And if you can't have caffeine with it, here's something practical. You can get decaffeinated green tea decaffeinated with water decaffeination process.
Before we uncover Dr. William Lee's top food choice for combating cancer, let's explore some noteworthy options. Garlic. Garlic is rich in sulfur compounds, such as allicin, which can help bolster the immune system's ability to fight against cancer. These compounds have been associated with a reduced risk of developing stomach, colon, and prostate cancers. Additionally, garlic may also have antioxidant properties that further contribute to its potential cancer-fighting benefits. Turmeric.
Inside turmeric is curcumin. Curcumin is one of those natural chemicals, kind of like lycopene. It's one of those Mother Nature's treasure chest, Mother Nature's pharmacy with an F, not a PH. And the curcumin has a lot of properties: anti-inflammatory, it's antioxidant, it cuts off the blood supply feeding cancers, it's helpful for your stem cells as well. It really activates almost all of your body's health defenses, and it's good for your gut microbiome.
Another notable mention is dark chocolate.
Now, a chocolate bar you might buy at a gas station, okay, is a confection. What I'm talking about is dark chocolate, like 80% or higher. It's mostly cacao. Cacao, which is a plant-based food, is a seed pod, and it's got tons of dietary fiber. So if you have really dark chocolate, isn't filled with a lot of nougat and all these extra sweeteners and all these artificial chemicals, you have something that actually can feed your gut microbiome. And the cacao, I've done research on this, anti-angiogenic on one hand, prevents cancers from being fed. On the other hand, it actually can groom your blood vessels to make them healthier. If your blood vessels are scraped up, damaged, whether it's from smoking, atherosclerosis, cholesterol, COVID, for example, dark chocolate can stimulate a process that can help to resurface and clean up our blood vessels.
And we actually tested with leukemia cells, for example, and it directly is toxic to leukemia cells. It kills leukemia cells.
So dark chocolate's one of those foods that can actually do that. It's another grand slammer because it has so many great properties.
And now, let's talk about Dr. William Lee's top food choice for fighting cancer: mushrooms.
Mushrooms. I love mushrooms. All kinds of mushrooms. White button, the lowly white button mushroom, packed with a soluble fiber called beta-D-glucan, which boosts your immunity, starves cancer.
Mushrooms are rich in bioactive compounds that can enhance the immune system, inhibit tumor growth, and possess anti-inflammatory properties.
This soluble fiber, when you eat it, does a lot of things. It activates your health defenses. It activates your circulation, angiogenesis, which actually makes you have better blood flow, which helps to keep your organs vital. It also activates and feeds your gut microbiome, the healthy gut bacteria, the 39 trillion bacteria that are in your gut. And healthy fed, well-fed gut bacteria helps your body lower inflammation, streamlines your metabolism, and even text messages your brain to release social hormones, so our mood is actually better. In addition to helping our blood cholesterol and fighting cancer and a lot of other benefits. That's all packaged in a lowly button mushroom that we know categorically is safe.
Turns out that reishi mushroom also has beta glucan because it's a mushroom. But the fact of the matter is that it's a medicinal mushroom. And it has a lot of other chemicals that are in it, some of which have anti-cancer effects. I've actually done research on this, really powerful stuff, but it hasn't been studied in the same way for safety. So I'm not really knocking reishi mushrooms per se, but what I'm saying is that if you know what's good for you in a mushroom, you can go for the cheap, easily available, super safe, and super delicious way of actually just getting it from a white button mushroom. You want to step it up? Go to a shiitake mushroom. You want to step it up further? Go to a portobello mushroom.
Regular consumption of mushrooms has been shown to significantly reduce the risk of cancer.
And I'm not giving medical advice. You really need to be able, there's no magic cure. There's no food that can cure cancer.
While the idea of using food as a tool to fight cancer may seem daunting, it's important to remember that incorporating these powerful foods into your diet can be a simple and effective way to enhance your health. Always consult with a healthcare provider to tailor dietary changes to your specific needs.
You have to really work with your oncologist, and everybody's body responds differently.
So if you're a cancer patient and you're getting treatment and you have foods with diet, tool in the toolbox, with diet with fiber, that the fiber activates the gut microbiome. The gut microbiome lowers inflammation, but it props up our immune system. And with a reared up immune system, you're getting immunotherapy. It can actually help the chances that you're going to survive the cancer by responding to this immune signal to wipe out advanced cancer. So that's another example of how it's so important, based on research, to be able to eat foods that can actually help your health defenses.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest health tips and advice. Check out our next video right here.